I already uploaded my vlog today, but I figured there's a lot of adulting that I need to do. And like a real adult, I am putting off everything instead and making a live stream because somebody tagged me in a witchy tag. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do any of the things that I need to get done today. I'm just going to instead go live because I'm procrastinating. So that's what we're doing today. We're doing a live stream, a live stream witchy tag surprise. I feel bad that I didn't plan this, but we're all here. Oh, there's a lot of whoa! We just hit 100 people in 43 seconds, so that's terrifying. Hello, everybody. Oh, hi. Okay, so yeah, thank you. Hardest man in tarot. I got you. I agree with you. Okay, so this witchy tag was made by Little Cosmic. Let's see, what's her name? Little Cosmic Crow. I've heard of her. I actually don't know who she is because I'm a terrible person. I'm gonna look her up later though. I'll leave a link for her channel because gotta support other YouTube witches, right? So the first question on here, and I was tagged by Hoodoo Mama. Hoodoo Mama's one of my favorites. She's just really down to earth, is one of those people that just kind of like, I don't give a fuck. This is the magic that I do. And she's pretty amazing. Upper Michigan. Hey, am I going to Pride? Oh, that's this weekend. Is that this weekend? Maybe. I don't know. Los Angeles Pride is really scary. Like not in a mean, like not like, it's just like there's so many people there. And I went to Denver Pride a few years ago, and that was like a lot for me. So maybe, but my friend actually, he should be at Pride. He released a book recently about his time he's in the LGBT community, and he released a book about his time and like stories of drag queens that he is close with and did a lot of research and just released this book. I'll leave a link for that too, because I'm really excited to get my own. And if that's anything that you're interested in supporting, please do. Yeah, see, you got stepped on in LA Pride. Like, that's scary. There's just so many people that, like, it's not like they mean to do this, but, you know, there's just a lot of people in a very confined area, and that makes me nervous. So, yeah. So which one of your friend who loves candle magic? Is that Dylan? Probably Dylan, because that's the one that I did the candle magic video with. But anyway, this witchy tag thing, it was made by Little Cosmic Crow. I'm looking down because I'm looking at the questions that she wrote. So the first question is, does your sun sign portray you correctly? And if not, do other planetary signs portray you correctly? So my sun sign is a Virgo. I don't know what that means because I'm really bad at astrology, but my sun sign is a Virgo, and everything that I read about Virgos low-key makes me like, I'm kind of like, Virgos sound like bitches. I don't know if that's like, because I mean, I don't feel like I'm a bitch all the time, you know, but like maybe it's just it comes off as like we like Virgos feel like we're better than other people or something, and I'm kind of like, ew, I don't like that. So I don't know if that's just me, but yeah. Oh, I didn't even tell you what I'm drinking. Thank you, Joy. I brought it over because I knew that I was going to tell you, but I'm drinking Tea Head. It's an herbal tea. I think it's strawberry rose, but I was aggressive with it and like ripped it off. But I got it in the Sips by box, and it's really good. I'm not a huge fan of like really fruity drinks. What is in my cup though? Like, ooh. I think it's just leaves, I hope. And then I don't really know what's going on over here. But anyway, Jenna Marbles is a Virgo. Jenna Marbles is my queen, so that makes sense. Hey, yeah, raspberry tea. I don't know. I think it's strawberry rose, but I don't think it's close. But anyway, so Yeah, Virgos, I feel like are portrayed that way, and I'm not completely sure if that's how I am. I hope not. But I don't know enough about the signs to kind of say, oh, I'm like this and not like this certain sign or whatever. I know that I'm an Aries moon, and I think that makes sense because I definitely have like a fiery side to me that doesn't come like I feel like it doesn't come out very often, but when I get really passionate about something, even Alex is like, girl, you need to calm the fuck down. So it's kind of like he'll just be like nodding his head, just like, yep, just agree with her, and maybe everything will cool down. But that's rare. That's just me. Jasmine, I figured out my signs by Googling it. Didn't end well dating a Virgo. I'm sorry, William. I don't know what to do. Yeah, Lise, the Aries moon makes sense for me because I don't feel like I'm usually a fiery person, but I definitely have that little flame that chills in the back that's like ready for the forest fire. So yeah, so that's I guess I didn't really answer that. I would say not completely because I think Virgos are supposed to be really organized and like always have a plan for something, and I don't feel like I'm like that, and I don't feel like I try to show people like, look how organized I am, because I'm a very honest person. I don't know if that's like a Virgo thing, because I realize that lying to me is like, so it's just like energy consuming. So it's not even the fact that I'm like, I mean, I do appreciate honesty, and I think that's a really important thing, but it's the reason I'm super honest is because it's so like energy consuming to lie to somebody. It's just, because then you have to like, if somebody's like, oh, hey, how's your week going? And if I had a shit week, I'm going to be like, I had a really shit week and I don't want to talk about it. So then it's just kind of like, it's out there, but then I'm not like putting on this thing of like, oh, it was great. Like that's too much. That's too much. So yeah, I think I don't know enough about being a Virgo. I should really learn more about it. But anyway, the second question here is, what songs bring you the most magical vibes? Speaking my language, I love me some good witchy music. I have a playlist on my channel that's called Walking with the Witches, I think, that has most of my favorite witchy music. I know I need to add more to it because yeah, but one of my favorite songs, let's see. I always forget the artist, and it's one of my favorite songs. Like, what am I doing? But here we are. Let's see. It's under. Just give me a sec. It is Devil Woman by Cliff Richard. This one is like one of my favorite witchy songs. I don't think you can see that. I'm sorry. I tried. But it's Devil Woman by Cliff Richard. Yes, Billy. Oh, God. Billy is my queen. I love Billy. She's amazing. She deserves everything she has. JF. Virgo is a sign of power. They are all about good, but also very powerful. Okay. I can agree with that. You don't always see eye to eye with Virgos. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, but I agree with that. I guess that would chalk me up pretty well. Stevie Nicks, Janis Joplin. I love it. Florence and the Machine is somebody that's very popular in my coven, in my my real life coven. I guess she's. Oh yeah, we were having a Yule ball, during Yule, and the DJ was playing like just regular pop music and all this jazz, and then they we're all just kind of like enjoying it and like, yeah, this is nice. But then he turns on like Stevie and Florence, And then he turns on Bad Guy by Billie Eilish, and I was like, the hoe is coming out right now. Like, I was like, get out of my way. I'm ready to twerk. And then after that, the music was great because he started to know his audience. But anyway, that was a lot of information. I'm sorry about that. So yeah, the songs, I think some songs too, for me, I feel like give me really witchy vibes, and they have nothing to do with witchiness. You know, like you just hear that song that you're just like, yes, I could cast some like badass spells with it. I don't know, or you're just like, I just want to make a whole ritual right now because of the song, and I have no idea why. I definitely have a lot of that music. But anyway, so number 3, let's see. So which one of your tarot decks is most sarcastic with you? My Wild Unknown deck is very sarcastic and doesn't give a shit what it tells me. I mean, I'll ask it a question, and that's the deck that I ask questions when I want a blunt answer. I'm like, spare my feelings. And then I get called out by a deck of cards, and then I'm like, that was really mean. So, yes. And yeah, that's the one. That's the one that's most sarcastic with me. It doesn't care about my feelings, which is fine usually, but let's see. For biggest witchy mess up or misinterpretation. I'm trying to pick one. Okay, so I get ready for this one. So I was working in the service industry. Well, I mean, I'm still working in the service industry, but I was working at a different restaurant, and I just like, there was this one other coworker that was just really awful. They were just like awful. And I just wanted them to have different scheduling than me, or, you know, just for them to be scheduled in a way that I wouldn't really have to interact with them. And I was working with the moon phases, and I was doing I was trying to banish them from my schedule, and instead they just up and left the country. And I was like, and I was like, I want this next week's schedule I want this person to just not be in my schedule. I was trying to banish them from my work schedule, and I was doing that. And I was working with the dark moon, the new moon, which is very, very, very potent for banishing. Olivia finds out. And so I did that. And the next week that was supposed to be the next schedule, I didn't see his name on the schedule at all. And I was like, that's kind of weird. And then they were posting something on the Facebook page, because that's kind of how like we were supposed to communicate with each other. And they were like, oh, this person left unexpectedly for another job, or like another I don't know like what they said, but they were like, oh, they just up and left. And that will not, like, we didn't get the chance to say goodbye, but like, good luck in this other country. And I was like, oops, like, my bad. So that was probably when I realized, working with the energies of the moon, you have to understand kind of like what exactly you want. So in that case, I probably would have done something with the waning moon rather than the new moon, just because the waning moon is kind of like getting things away and like whatever. But the new moon is kind of like the GTFO type of energy. So yeah, that was an interesting. What's the banishing spell? This was when I was first starting out, and before Alex knew that I was witchin' and bitchin'. So I actually just used a black candle, and I used a piece of paper. I wrote his name 3 times and his his birthday, and then I turned it to the left, drew a banishing sigil over it, turned it to the left, signed it 3 times, folded it away from me, and then put it in an envelope, sealed it, and put a black candle over it and let it drip. So really I used like 4 things. But yeah. So yeah, that's I'm gonna just, this is getting cold. What was my boyfriend's reaction to practicing witchcraft? So something you guys should know about Alex is that he grew up Christian, but not just regular. I mean, like his family was very, 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 very Christian, and I mean that was their whole lives. So it was really scary for me. I remember it was only 2 years ago that or 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago that I told him that I was witchy and all that stuff. And I was terrified because I bought my first tarot deck for myself, and I was like hiding everything. Like I even emailed the person that I bought the tarot deck from, and I was like, can you just like scribble out what's on the package that it's a tarot deck, because I don't want my boyfriend to see. And like I was like terrified to tell him this, and then I showed it to him, and he was kind of like, yeah, okay, whatever, you're just a weird person anyway, and I still love you. But then I was hanging out with my coven, and I was starting to get into that more, because I had recently then found the coven at that time. This was back in 2016 or 2017. I think it was 2016. And they had the Yule Ball, and I invited him, and I was like, hey, so we're having a Yule Ball, and this is what a Yule Ball is, and it's a bunch of witches, meaning I'm a witch, so if you want to come. And I just remember him being like, you go ahead and do that, and I'm just we'll talk about that later. But it still weirds him out. It's just he just kind of is kind of in that way of, I don't really believe in it, or he's like, I don't understand it, but that's fine type of thing. So I'm lucky to have somebody that's really supportive, and yeah. But that was a whole ramble. My bad. Let's see. Number 5. Would you write a book on your craft or spirituality? Why? And if you already have, what was your challenges? I would actually really like to write a book, but I don't feel inclined to, or not inclined. I don't feel like I'm in the proper position to write a full book, just because, I don't know. I think I just don't feel like I have enough information to give to write a full book. But yeah, I wish that'd be kind of fun. Maybe in the next few years. It's a good thought, that I would like to write a book. It's just it's a monster of a task. If anybody's ever tried to write a book, that's a monster of a task. So let's see. Number 6, if somebody wanted, what does it say? If somebody wanted to summon you into their circle, what 5 items would they need? I bet y'all know this. I bet you all know exactly the 5 things to put in your circle to summon me. Yes, let's see. I would say tea, pie. Yeah, all of you. Tea. Let's see. Jars, yes. Candles, plants, that would totally do it. I think there's a lot of things that you could summon me with. Buffalo sauce. Oh my God. Fuck. I will do things for buffalo sauce. Yeah, but so tea, pie, buffalo sauce, plants, candles, really fancy pens, press-on nails. Yeah, I do love my press-on nails. Chocolate, I'll do that. Coffee, a pole. Yes, Christian, put a pole in there. I'll just summon me. Billy, you tell me where Billy is, I will be there. Yes. Actually what's funny is chocolate is Alex's thing. So chocolate's one of those things that, like, if he's having a bad day and you want to give him some chocolate, boom, All of a sudden, better day. Immediately. He's like super like chocoholic to the fucking max. You have no idea. Oh, put witchcraft in the, oh, I guess you're not wrong. Yes. Let's see. So number 6. No, that was number 6. I know which one I'm on. Number 7, if you were a ghost, what place would you haunt? I don't know. I feel like I'd be really pissed if I was stuck in one place. I would haunt the whole earth because I am ambitious. I'm an ambitious spirit. Number 8, what's the funniest way someone has reacted to you finding out that you're a witch? I don't know. I don't think anybody's had like, because usually it's just like that kind of low-key irritating where they're like, oh, you sold your soul to the devil, or like you're going to hell, or all that, all that stuff that you hear all the time. I don't think I have a funny way. I know that Alex will, because he's a personal trainer, so he'll tell sometimes his what is it? His Jasmine. Your friend was like, no, witch. Alex told one of his clients when he was training her, and he was like, oh yeah, my girlfriend does YouTube videos sometimes, and like she's doing all that, and she goes, oh, what does she make YouTube videos about? And Alex just goes, witchcraft. And she was like, it's weird. It's really weird. Well, that's it. Let's see. Number 9, do you have any superstitions? I think I have I'm a witch. I have a lot of superstitions. I think once something is given to a spirit, you need to keep it there. It's theirs. Don't take it back or do anything with it. Because I feel like when you do that, whether it be spirits or especially the fae, you give something to somebody else, it stays that way, So, yeah. Superstitions. I can't actually think of like a ton off the top of my head. I think like walking around barefoot on the earth is something that charges me. I think like a lot of people think that, but when do I like sports? Neo, I do. I'm a pole fitness instructor. How old am I? I'm 22. What's the fae? Oh, the fae. Actually, just Google it. I'm going to make a video about the fae, I promise, with a few different coven mates. But yes, Sacred Willow. Alex is always like, why don't you put on shoes? And I was just like, be one with the earth. Because I'm hippie. But it feels good. There's so many comments and I'm dyslexic. Okay, let me just breathe. Okay. Let's see. So number 10, if I could possess any fantasy magic, what power would I have? I would, I think either telekinesis, like really strong telekinesis, or I would like to shapeshift. I think shapeshifting would be dope. Because, I mean, like shapeshifting into people and animals. Because that would be, that'd be badass. And then, yeah, if I could have anything else like that, definitely like telekinesis. Or I would be like a bender from Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'd like a water or an earth bender, one of those, because that'd be dope. That'd be really cool. Because then I could just like bend my tea into my mouth. Okay. Number 11, what is something random on my altar? I have a picture from Austria. When I visited a friend of mine in Germany, we went to Austria, and there was this really wonderful artist just on the street doing beautiful, beautiful watercolor paintings. And I was like, just take all of my money. And that has always been on my altar. I don't know why. I just feel like it belongs there. There's a lot of things that are kind of random. Wine bottles on my, yes, absolutely. I actually have a wine bottle on there too, but yeah. So yeah, I have a tea bending. That's what I would do. But yeah, there is somebody outside on a golf cart just driving around on the street like it's normal. All right. LA, everybody. You ship me and Billy? Bruh, I ship me and Billy. But yeah, I have I have shisha dogs from Okinawa when I went and visited my brother over there. There are these those little shisha dogs that one has their mouth open and the other one has one closed, and the idea of it is that the mouth open absorbs any negative energy, and the one with the mouth closed holds in positive energy. And you'll see them, I mean, in Okinawa, they are everywhere. They're everywhere. They're like at bus stops and on at everybody's house. And please tell Billy that, tell her. And they were at like restaurants and even tollways, like on the highway, you would see shisha dogs up there. So it was really cool. But yeah, do I have any uses for crushed eggshells? Oh yes, I do. I give them to my plants a lot. My plants like them, and they're really, really, really good for any kind of protection work. And if you crush them enough, you can make a protection powder. There you go. I love that. You can sprinkle it over your doorway or make like a floor sweep with them. But yeah, okay, so number 12, if one of the YouTubers you watched was a genie, and if they could grant you 3 wishes within their power, who would it be and what wishes? That's such a random question. One of the YouTubers I watch. I don't know. I think Peter McKinnon. I love Peter McKinnon. I don't know if y'all know who Peter McKinnon is, but he's amazing. I mean, like, I would hope so, because he's got like 3 million viewers. But he's a content creator. He's a videographer and a cinematographer, one of those, and a photographer. He's amazing, and he's just got like this really good personality. I feel like we'd be really good friends. But the 3 wishes I would ask for him, I would ask, I would ask to travel all of the places he'd travel. There's one. I would want all of his mystical powers of how well he works with Premiere Pro and After Effects, and just like have all like the knowledge of using that gear. And I would what's another one? I don't know. Oh, if he was a genie and he could make this happen, I would have everybody just stop. I would have plastic just like stop being a thing. Or like, yeah, plastic stop being a thing. Because that's just, I hate it. Let's see. If I could instantly become an expert in any part of my craft, what would it be? Ooh, that is an interesting question. I don't know. Because everything correlates with everything else. You know what I'm saying? So that is a really difficult. Jasmine, don't call me out like that. Astrology. All right now. I'm actually an Enneagram person. So like I will sit down and talk to you about the Enneagram all fucking day. If you don't know what the Enneagram is, it's essentially the astrology, but in that way. Let's see. I think I would be an expert in history or I guess I can't choose multiple, but history or like wildcrafting, like herbs and how to use everything, because that's a really, really powerful thing to understand just literally the world around you. That's so incredibly powerful to be able to make or break something or someone with literally the things that are growing in your yard. I think that's really crazy. And yeah, so let's see. When you die, what do you think will happen to you / your soul? Oh, this one's getting deep. I was not prepared. Okay, so what I believe is we all are, so I do believe in reincarnation. I've already mastered the art of tea bending. Yes, I love that. JF, talk to Dylan. He loves blackberry tea. So let's see. When I die, what do I think will happen to my soul? I think that, so my philosophy, are y'all ready for this? This is gonna get long. So my philosophy is that I think people are reincarnated, but I also believe that there are newer and older souls. So, you know, like when you meet somebody who's 80 and just like still feels like there's just nothing, like, you know, like you're just like, there's no substance to you. Like, you know, what do you, there's nothing like filling you. Like you were 80, you were 90, and you still seem like you have so much to learn. But then you yes, Alice. But then you meet those people, like you meet like 5-year-olds, you know, like you meet those like 5 or 6-year-olds that the way they respond to you, or just like respond to everything, the world around them, you're just like, how do you know so much? You know, like they're like 8 or something, and you're just like, how do you know? How do you already see the world like this? You know, like I believe that souls are reincarnated, but I also believe that some souls have been around a lot longer than others. And I think it just kind of depends on like, and it's almost like that's why there are spirits. So if you have some kind of unfinished business, or like there's something that you didn't learn in your lifetime that you should have learned in your lifetime, I believe that that's why spirits still linger, because there's still something that has to that you have to learn. And instead of doing that physically as a human, you passed on a little too early or something, and you had to. Yes, Megan, I love boba tea. There are so many boba places around here that I love. Sorry, that was but what was I saying? You distracted me with boba. And oh man. But you know, like that's why spirits dwell still, is because they didn't learn something that they were supposed to learn in the physical realm. So then they are almost not forced, but like you kind of have to dwell in the you kind of have to dwell in the physical realm as a spirit in order to learn whatever lesson that your soul was in that life form for, if that makes sense. I know that's like really out there and kind of woo-woo, but it's a witchcraft channel. So yeah, that's the tea. That's the tea. Mm-hmm. So, all right. The last question is, where do you see yourself spiritually in the next 5 years? All right, little Cosmic Crow, you have some deep ass questions over here that I was not prepared for. Where do I see myself in the next 5 years spiritually? I would hope that everything that I believe in has either not solidified, but like, I don't know. I would hope that I don't see things the same, because if I'm still in the same mindset or same perspective as I was, or as I am now 5 years ago, that would kind of be sad. That would mean that I didn't learn anything. That would mean that I wasn't, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just hope that I've learned a lot more, that I'm a lot more secure in my craft and my beliefs, because I definitely have a lot of insecurities within that. I don't think anybody doesn't, but yeah. So yeah, but that's my witchy tag. That was all those questions were written by Little Cosmic Crow, and I was tagged by Hoodoo Mama. So both here on YouTube, and yeah, I killed a good 35 minutes. I don't want to go back to work, so let's chat for a little bit. Let's chat. What was your very first introduction to the craft, So that's a hard question for me because I don't know. I was practicing almost unknowingly, and I don't really know like my first spell, or I never had like a solid first moment that I was like, I'm a witch. It was just kind of like this slow thing that I figured out slowly but surely. It was just like one step at a time. Oh, you got your little cup of magic today, Rachel. I really hope that is it Raquel or Rachel? I'm sorry, I'm really bad with names, but I really hope it does you well. I hope you like it. Funny story, real quick. So Alex and I, when I was first dating him for about a month, this is how bad I am with names. And like, remember, I was like head over heels for I still am, but like, the whole infatuation stage of like first dating somebody for like a month, that I I thought his name was Benjamin for like the first month we were dating. And I don't know why. Like I don't know why, because because like when you're hanging out with somebody, like if you're hanging out with me, you're not constantly like, oh, Olivia. Like I don't know, like you just don't usually just constantly say somebody's name when you're hanging out with them, unless you're like calling them over or something. But then we were at like a party, and like a party that one of his friends threw or something, I don't know. And everybody kept coming up to him and they were like, oh, hey, Alex, what's up, Alex? And he's like, what's going on? And I was sitting over here just like, fuck. Like I was like, oh no. And so like as he's talking to all his friends, I'm like turning around and like changing his name in my phone to Alex. I was like, oh my God. But yeah, I told him about it. He thinks it's funny now. He doesn't care. But I was just like, I'm a terrible person. Yeah, so that was a thing. But yeah, here we are. So it was a weird thing. It turns out that his middle name is Benjamin. So at least I wasn't like far off. But what? Where did I get that? Where did I get that? So it was kind of, yeah, it was kind of bad. But White Fox, who the hell are you? How do you know Mr. Kissinger? How do you know Mr. Kissinger, White Fox? Freaking me out, yo. You are freaking me out. Let's see. Trying to read all of these all at the same time. Oh my gosh. What's the easiest element to work with? That depends on you. Some people really like working with fire, and I like working with fire, but my easiest element for me is earth. Whereas some people are just drawn to the water, and some people really like using air. So it just kind of depends on what is easiest for you. White Fox, you a troll. That's who you are. I know you know me because you're trolling. I can absolutely breathe fire. You get me pissed, you let me know. Yeah. Is there anything about witchcraft that scares me? Yeah, I think there's a lot of things that I don't understand. So, I mean, naturally, something that I don't understand scares me. I think the fact that there are people that will use the craft in a baneful way just because kind of scares me. So it's more of like the people rather than the craft itself. The craft itself doesn't scare me. It's the people that work within it that are sometimes pretty sketchy. Let's see. I'm just trying to read all of these. Um, there's a lot of things going on in this chat right now. Y'all need to calm down. This one's a good one. Any witchcraft you would like to learn about in any other cultures? Yes. Well, I think I need to I think I definitely want to learn more about it, about all different kind of cultures and all different kind of practices, because especially in modern day, everything is kind of already mixed. You know, like there is no pure, I mean, there is, but it's just like everything is kind of already mixed up together. Like if you look at anything in this world, there is some kind of influence from a different culture, whether that be a good thing or a bad thing. So it's just kind of interesting to to learn about beliefs and religions and cultures that not only do I not understand, but even especially things that I don't agree with, because I think that's a really important thing to do when you're learning about something, is to research the side of things that you don't agree with, because that's powerful to be able to, because then it either gives you food for thought and you're kind of like, oh, I never thought about it that way, or you understand more about why you are on one or the other sides or whatever. So I think that's a Cast the Angel. Oh, I heart that username. I stand behind that username. Yes. But do I work with any deities? I do not. I don't actually work with any deities in my spirituality at all. So yeah, just me and some plants and sometimes my spirit guides, but that's kind of it. Which art? This art right here? Shrek Gang? Snoopy? Is it this art that you were asking? Yes, plants. This one I did in a class. I took a class just for shits and giggles, and I painted that. So, bye, JF. See you later. But anyway, I should probably let everybody go, because I literally just did this to procrastinate and talk to y'all, because yeah. But let's see here. No. I know. I need to get back to work. It's just been it's been one of those days that you're just like, not today. I don't want to do this today. Yeah. Brittany, I have a book review coming out next week. I have a lot of books to review for you guys. So bye, fellow Virgo. But yeah, I will see you guys soon. I'm hoping to I really like doing these live streams. I wish that I could kind of plan them better, but most of the time, if I plan something and then I don't feel like doing it, when it comes down to something like a live stream like this, it's kind of, I'm just like, no. But yeah, so I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day or night or afternoon, wherever you are. And do I play, this last question. Do I play any instruments? I'm okay on the piano, and I play guitar, but I'm not like amazing at either of those. It's just kind of like, I can play it, but it's not like, wow, that's great, So yeah, but all right, well, you all have a wonderful rest of your day, night, afternoon, wherever you are. I hope to see you all soon and see you around in the forums. Oh, remember, in the forum, I'm asking for your advice on what kind of videos you want to see. So go to the website, thewitchofwonderlust.com, and then go to the forums. And under the updates and the news, I'm asking questions about what kind of videos y'all want to see and all that jazz. So yeah, but all right, well, man, I really got to get to work. But it was really nice to talk to you all, and it was really good to see you for a little bit. And I mean, I talked to you for like almost an hour. I procrastinated for like an hour, but it was good to talk to you guys. Thanks, Hoodoo Mama, for tagging me. And I'll see you next time. Bye.